Now, today's top stories and Power of 5 weather from News 5. Sponsored by Akron Children's Hospital.
Good morning, I'm Katie Houston.
And I'm Danita Harris. Here's a look at your top local stories. As kids head back to class, we're taking a look at COVID cases among children here in Ohio. Since the start of the pandemic, there have been nearly 160,000 cases of COVID-19 in Ohioans aged 19 and under. That's the 8th most nationwide, but some states track a smaller range of ages. Just 1.1% of those cases, or more than 1,600, ended up with someone hospitalized. Ohio has reported 7 deaths in the 0 to 19 age range, and that's out of more than 20,000 total deaths statewide.
Regardless of a school district's masking policy on campus, students have to wear a mask on a school bus. That's because it's a mandate, a federal one from the CDC, which considers school buses public transportation. The requirement is in place even if you're vaccinated. It also applies to both public and private schools. To reduce the risk even more, some districts are assigning seats on buses. And News 5 is bringing you more back-to-school information tonight at 5:30. We'll be looking into the education gap, the digital divide, and concerns among our teachers about returning to the classroom.
This afternoon, the Cuyahoga Board of Health will update its new COVID-19 plan for the county. Leaders with the Board of Health are holding an online press briefing at 1:30. Right now, community spread is high in the county, according to the CDC, as is most of the state.
Hey, weather-wise, we're watching Fred, or what's left of Fred at least, try to roll right on through. We're going to see the heaviest rain sticking in our south and eastern counties the rest of the morning hours. By midday, we'll start to work in some dry time on the backside of this, try to pull in here, but I think it's going to be a soaker of a first half of the day, and it's going to take a while for those water levels to drop back to normal numbers, especially if you're south of Akron, south and east. Ashtabula to Akron to about Coshocton. Those are our biggest concerns, and that's where the heaviest rain is going to be. That's where we're looking at numbers 1, 1.5. I know we've seen some halves for Carrollton, but I think they could easily be over an inch also in a lot of these areas where you see that heaviest stuff roll on up here. We'll track it out for you coming up. Plus, we'll talk about more thunderstorms, more heat, more humidity on that 7-day forecast. So stick around for that.
Sponsored by Akron Children's Hospital.